information station, WTIM.
Welcome in to the WTIM, your information station. My name's Tim Zalabak, your host of WTIM's morning show, and we'd like to thank our sponsors that make it all possible: People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better at Landmark. On the phone line today is the Illinois State Treasurer, Mike Frericks. How are you today, Treasurer Frericks?
Tim, good morning. I am cold, but I am happy. It truly is the most wonderful time of the year.
It really is the most wonderful time of the year. Aside from that cold in the morning, it starts to warm up about midday. But it's so great talking to you. And I was specifically looking forward to this one because just this year, I learned so much about the Treasurer's office that I would have never known if I had not to talk to you. And I would love to get into all of the years successes, just because this year is such a great time to do so. So, and before we do that, Treasurer Frericks, you got anything going on for Christmas season, or what's that like for you?
Yeah, we're doing a recap of the office.
Cool.
I really have enjoyed this year. It's been great. It's been special. Grew my family. Max and Theo are a great addition to the family. They're wonderful. They can be a handful. They can be exhausting, but they can be exciting. But we've been taking some time to look back on what we accomplished this last year, celebrating our 24 days of Christmas, each day of the month on social media, highlighting some milestone, some record, or some accomplishment from the year. And it's been a great way to recap and prepare for our New Year's resolutions.
So awesome. So the 24 days of Christmas here, and that leads us right into our New Year's resolutions. Let's get right into it here. Let's hear the highlights of this year of 2023, because it seems like such a great year for the Illinois State Treasurer's Office.
You know, we started off the month on the first day of Christmas talking about the $1 billion in interest income we've earned for the state. And that's $1 billion that doesn't have to be raised in taxes. Can be spent on things like our schools, our colleges, our roads and bridges. And then we went into the second day and celebrated the $2 billion, almost $2 billion we've returned to people since taking office in terms of unclaimed property. And then we tried to be playful each day with finding something tied to that number of the day of Christmas, just like a big adult advent calendar.
That is really awesome. That is the most adult advent calendar I've ever heard of right there. And I'm sure the days started to get kind of hard there when you reach the 12 and the 13s. You got to reach into your pocket of history there that happened there. But take us through a couple there. You took us through number 1 and 2 right there. Those were huge ones. But what were some that you had trouble finding a corresponding number with?
It's funny. We deal with a lot of numbers in the Treasurer's office.
Yeah.
But some of them were more difficult.
Yep.
It's funny you mentioned the 12th day. On the 12th day, we celebrated not one, but 2 state fairs that we participated in. So 1, 2 equals 12.
Yep.
So we had third day, we celebrated the AAA rating our Illinois funds received from Fitch. On the 4th day, I think we celebrated the $4 million we have given to charities throughout the state of Illinois. And there's a lot of things. Special numbers and milestones reached with college savings, with our retirement savings, with helping people with disabilities, or unclaimed property has generated all kinds of numbers out there that we get to use.
So awesome. I love the AAA right there. That worked out well. Can you explain that, the AAA one for the third day of Christmas?
Yeah, a lot of people have talked about how, Illinois' credit rating is bad. We manage a pooled savings fund. This allows municipalities, counties, local units of government to invest with our office, and we can earn a higher rate of return than they could earn by themselves. So the city of Taylorville, the county, Christian County, library districts, park districts around the state, who aren't large enough to have a full-time investment professional, can put it in our Illinois funds. We pool that money. I think we hit about $17 billion this year at one point that we were investing on their behalf. And because you invest that large, we have all kinds of vehicles that we can invest in that get a good return that an individual town or county could not. We set it our goal to get about a 6% return. We got close to it, but didn't reach it this year. We got up there. Our other goal was to make about $1 billion, to cross $1 billion for towns and municipalities. That would have been a record. We had to settle for a record in the 900 million. I think we end up somewhere around, or will end up somewhere around $950 million. And that's $950 million that local units of government don't have to raise in property taxes.
Sure.
So we feel really good about that.
That is really awesome. Now, how does that money get distributed out to the municipalities?
So for the municipalities, we make it really easy. When they have cash, they put it into Illinois funds, and when they need it, we transfer it back to them.
Cool.
Because we have such a large pool, it's easier to maintain liquidity, and not everyone needs all their money on the same day. So we're able to invest a little longer term, to get us a higher return.
Yeah.
And everyone knows if you go to the bank, traditionally you look at CD rates. The longer you're willing to put your money in, the higher rate you get. And because we oversee so much money, we're able to invest for the longer term. And we have investments that they couldn't get themselves because they're too small. It's really been a fun part of our job, growing our Illinois funds and helping more towns throughout the state of Illinois alleviate, reduce the pressure on property taxes.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense right there. We're sitting down right now with Treasurer Frericks of the Illinois State Treasurer's Office, and we're talking about 24 days of Christmas here as we're highlighting the year of 2023 in the Illinois State Treasurer's Office. It's been really cool so far. Any more big ones of the 2023 year that are piquing your interest here, Mr. Treasurer Frericks, or should we move in to the 2024 year?
Well, I would say recently on the 17th, we celebrated the $17 billion in assets, college savings assets we manage. When I came into office, we had about $7 billion. We've grown it to $17 billion. That's $17 billion that families can use, send their kids to a university, a community college, a vocational school, a trade school, an apprenticeship, and that's an awful lot less debt students be graduating with.
Sure.
Too many of our young people are graduating with a mountain of debt. It limits what kind of careers they can pursue, and we just want people to, and it also limits what they can buy. I've talked to recent graduates who said, I'm so far in debt, I can't buy a house, I can't buy a car, I can't start a family anytime soon. And those major life purchases, if they're deferred, it's not just bad for those students, it's bad for all of us. That's why we've made it a really big goal to have one of the best rated programs in the country, and to help more people save and prepare for the education they're going to need post high school.
The increase in funds there from $7 billion to $17 billion, unbelievable right there, and helping out so many students pursue further education. What's today's? What's the 19th? Seems like a weird one.
What is the 19th? We've got a lot of numbers out there. I have not
All
looked
good.
at today what we decided on for the 19th.
All good.
There's a lot of numbers keep in my head. You said like some of this stuff, seems to make sense. I think that if you focus on improving government and offering opportunities to people, there are lots of ways we can do that.
Yeah.
I find, unfortunately, this is the time of giving. It's time we're supposed to reach out to our neighbors and share love. And too many people in politics are looking for things that divide us. They look at things that complain about the other side, to call names, and that's a really good tactic for getting likes on social media, for getting engagement. But I don't know what it does to really improve people's lives by calling other people names, fighting with others. I think if you spend time finding what unites us and giving people opportunities to help themselves, to invest in themselves, we will all be better. But it doesn't generate a lot of headlines or a lot of Facebook likes or a lot of donors from motivated people on both sides.
Sure.
But I like to take this time to remind people that, the Christmas season is about giving.
Without a doubt.
We're all in this together. And that's why today, on a newsletter that we're sending out, reminding people we have a share feature on our unclaimed property. It's really good to receive, but it is better to give. And when you go to our website and look yourself up for unclaimed property so that you have a little extra money to share with people, you could also look for your friends, look for your family. And if you find that we have money for them, you can share that information with them. We have a share button you can click on, help us to return even more money, because it's really nice to hit that $2 billion milestone. But as soon as we do, we're going to be looking at that $2.5 billion milestone. We're not done. We're not finished.
Just great words right there, Treasurer Frericks. And you mentioned that, it kind of made me think everything we talk about right here. And I don't know how other state treasurer's office works, but I feel like everything you talk about, and you mentioned that you got to remember a lot of numbers. But when you're making these policies, when you're talking about this types of things, they're not just numbers too. You're really thinking about the citizens and how this will be affecting people. Speak on that a little bit. When you're looking at these numbers, you're seeing people, and you're not just seeing numbers and movement.
Yeah, Jim, thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
Because I think that a lot of people who are bean counters will look at numbers. We do all this.
Yes.
We have these numbers for the impact they make on people's lives. So it's nice when we actually the 19th. I think we celebrate the 19 states that partner with us on our Able Savings Program.
There we go.
So 19 of us together, and by doing that, we're able to negotiate lower rates for our citizens. And what does that mean? It's nice to say we have one of the lowest fee programs in the country. This helps families who have children with disabilities give their kids a better life.
Yeah.
It's like the woman I talked to who told me that her daughter had a job. She worked part-time at a law firm. She'd come in, she'd open the mail, sort the mail, deliver the mail. And the lawyers, the partners, the staff there liked her. They were going to offer her a raise. They reached out to her mother and said, we're going to give your daughter a raise. And she said, no, you can't do that. You can't do that because the extra money you're going to give her might lose her federal benefits and actually cost her more going forward. For the guy who had to tell his father around the holidays, Dad, I know you like giving cash to your grandchildren for birthdays and holidays. You can give it to all your grandsons, but you can't give to Timmy because he has a disability and he gets federal benefits, and you're risking that. When we create these programs, they make a real impact on people's lives. It allows families, it allows people with disabilities to save more, save up to $100,000 without losing their benefits. And this is why I do the job. It's a great way to help people 365 days a year.
So awesome. And you hold a position where you really can enforce that change amongst people, and you've been doing a great job. We're sitting down right now with the Illinois State Treasurer, Mike Frericks. It's been a great conversation so far, talking about the 2023 year, all the successes over at the Illinois State Treasurer's office. And when we come back, we'll look into the year of 2024, talk about some unclaimed cash and the season of giving. My name is Tim Zalabak, your host of the WTIM Morning Show. Do not go anywhere. We will be right back.
Your information station, WTIM.
It's the holiday season, and there's no better place for a holiday party or family gathering than the American Eagle Restaurant at 102 East Park in Taylorville. Their meeting room holds up to 100 people and is available at no charge. Call them at 777-0300 to book or just stop by. Enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner all day, 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. with everything made from scratch. Check the menu board inside the front door for daily specials. And don't forget, seniors, veterans, first responders, nurses, and school staff all get 10% off every day. They're open Christmas Day, 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. The American Eagle Restaurant, 102 East Park, Taylorville.
Follow the Taylorville Lady Tornadoes basketball team this season on 96.5thechill.com, on air and streamed online. Hear all the Lady Tornado games, home, away, and playoffs this season on 96.5thechill.com, on air and online. Sponsored by Curvy Real Estate, the Christian County YMCA, Brad Davis, your Edward Jones financial advisor, and Landmark, all in Taylorville.
Taylorville Tornadoes are gonna do it today.
Santa is tired of the same old milk and cookies. Treat him to something special this Christmas. Treat him to a new grill from Southern Ledge Pools and Patios in Taylorville. Stop in today and get 15% off all grills in stock. Check out their delicious dips, soups, and cheese balls that will be a hit with your holiday guests. And they have the perfect solution for the pool, hot tub, and grill lover on your list. Nothing says Merry Christmas better than a gift certificate from Southern Ledge Pools and Patios in Taylorville. Ho, ho, haul yourself in today.
I'm Will Perkins, President and CEO of the Taylorville Community Credit Union. TCCU is proud to be the exclusive sponsor of the Miller Media Group Community Spotlight, allowing a different nonprofit organization to be highlighted on WTIM, WMKR, and WRAN each month.
Hi, this is Dwayne Wheeler, Taylorville Police Chief. Just want to say happy holidays to everyone here in the city. And I also like to thank everyone here in the city for a great year that we've had. Our crime is down because of the citizens here that are speaking out, letting us know what's going on in their neighborhoods. we all thank you for that. And also, we want you to know that Taylorville Police is here for you. We have Shop with the Cop coming up soon. We do want families that are struggling, with any type of mental health disorders, depression, things like that, that we do have resources here to help you.
This is Cammie Payne, General Manager of the Miller Media Group. We, along with TCCU, are proud to bring you the Community Spotlight each month.
TCCU is proud to be the exclusive sponsor of the Miller Media Group Community Spotlight. Come join us. You'll wonder why you waited. Member NCUA.
Hi, this is Andrea Bach from the Christian County YMCA, where it's all about youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility. Find out about our great programs and activities at your local YMCA by clicking our icon on the obituary page of TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Fall means attending your favorite festivals and bonfires. Taylorville Care Center can help get you back to doing what you want, like attending a local fall festival. Find out more by clicking their icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Your information station, WTIM.
Welcome back to the WTIM, your information station. My name's Tim Zalabak, your host of the WTIM Morning Show. Let's thank our sponsors before we keep going with this great conversation. People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better at Landmark. On the line today is the Illinois State Treasurer, Mike Frericks. It's been a great conversation so far. We've been talking about the year of 2023, the 24 days of Christmas. They've been getting creative for each day of the month. They've been recognizing an accomplishment they've made. And now we are moving into 2023. And what does 2024 look like, Treasurer Frericks?
Yeah, it's important, to look back at the new year to take stock, but we don't want to live our life looking in the rearview mirror.
Right.
We look forward out the windshield.
Yeah.
And there's more we want to get done. My staff, sometimes people will ask me, what is it you want, Treasurer? And my chief of staff has a easy one-word answer. He goes, I know the answer to that. It's more. It's nice to make $1 billion for the state of Illinois, but that doesn't solve all our fiscal problems. We can't solve all the state's problems ourselves, but that doesn't stop us from being part of the solution. We know that every dollar we can raise in interest, a dollar doesn't have to be raised in taxes. A dollar can be invested in things. And we care about that. Returning $2 billion is nice to people, but there are a lot of people out there suffering from inflation or maybe job losses who could use extra help. We want to get money into their pockets.
Yeah.
And we know that people want to give their kids a brighter future. We want to give them the tools they need to invest in themselves and invest in their families. So there's more that can be done. It's nice to hit $17 billion. We'd like to hit $20 billion in college savings. We've returned $2 billion in unclaimed property. We want to hit $3 billion. It's nice to raise to have $1 billion. We'd like to earn $1.5 billion this year. These are all reach goals, but we're not going to stop trying. I love this job. I'm not done doing it.
So awesome. So awesome to hear that. And you say more, and we can say more to all the things that have been going well this year. And are we going to be seeing any new operations? Or are we going to be focusing on perfecting what we got going right now?
Yeah, I'd say right now we've got some great programs in place.
Yeah.
We've got more work to do. We also set up programs this year that we need to sort of roll out. Our first fund, we made our first investment this year. It's investing in infrastructure in Illinois.
Wow.
We think it's a good investment because we can make money off it. But two, when we invest in infrastructure here, we put people to work here in this state. And when we improve things like our roads, like our communications, like our energy system, that helps businesses throughout the state of Illinois.
Okay.
So it's really an investment that pays triple dividends. That's something we're going to be putting a lot more effort into this year as well.
Very interesting. Very cool. And it sounds great to look forward, and we can all be expecting that just a little bit. We are in our very last minute here, Treasurer Frericks, but just one last word on unclaimed property and how we can go to find out that information.
Yeah, all the information that we talk about, you can go to illinoistreasurer.gov. From there, you can find information on college savings, on ABLE, on retirement savings, or unclaimed property. And I'll repeat, it is great to receive presents, but it's even better to give. So if people are going to my website, icash.illinoistreasurer.gov, and looking for themselves, just remember it's the holiday season.
Yeah.
Look up your friends, look up your family members. And if you find someone, some loved one or a friend of yours who we have money for, we have a new share feature on our website. Right there below the name, click on share. send us their email address, send your email address, and we'll send them an email saying that Tim Zalabak was looking online and thinking of you and found money for you.
Awesome.
It's a time, we all want to give, but maybe our pockets, maybe our bank accounts aren't as flush right now.
Yeah.
When they say it's the thought that counts, if you're not able to give someone money, give a little thought.
Without
Put
a
a little
doubt.
time for them. Tell them you're thinking about them. And if you help them collect their own money, they'll hopefully be very thankful.
Without a doubt. Treasurer Frericks, I really appreciate the conversation today.
Thank you very much, Tim. You have a very Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and I look forward to catching up with you in that new year.
Absolutely. The year 2024. Looking forward to it. That's Illinois State Treasurer Mike Frericks. You are listening to the WTIM, your information station.
The Big 870 WTIM Assumption Taylorville, 96.1 W241 CF Taylorville, 107.5 W298 CD Shelbyville, 107.9 W300 EH Payne and Nokomis.
President Biden is getting squeezed from both sides in talks over the border.
The White House is getting an earful from both Republicans and Democrats as the Biden administration tries to secure